Every uplift is an opportunity for a stock market crash in your own personal experience. That's terrible to say that this is how Mona Van operates her business. It would literally be a carrot. I like you. You're really cute. This is an example for a man would be an attractive woman who wants to go on a date with you, and then you start thinking she actually likes you, but she's after something that you have to offer, and then consistently causes pain upon you, like telling her friend in front of you that I wish you could be more like that. So that your light goes out, which would be like in the form of reality, it's like watching someone be told that they're not a good person when you know clearly that they're a nice person. In a way that's not direct. So Mona Van does this weird thing, which is an example in the video that she did with the white girl who's American on 4th of July. She says to the girl, she says, well, I really like this, but the bread is soggy. And I'm really good at bread eating. Those kinds of things. Or sitting in the kitchen with Ryan, the chef, and she's telling Ryan that she knows all this shit about clean eat, but she literally has hired chefs the whole time to make up the menu. And then she's literally, what you're watching is her flirting with him. And then she's trying to play him into her web of nasty and act like she's teaching him. And then he's playing along because he's undercover. And this is how we've all been operating around these people. Because my goal is for the chef Ryan to be the influencer. We don't want these bitches. We want the girl on 4th of July who is the chef to have a successful career because she actually works for a living. Not to mention she's an American. We want Ryan to be the influencer or have a successful restaurant, not the hose. We want Americans to thrive in education, not in narcissism, not in this shit that we have going on with these mothers. We want real mothers, not this shit. That's fact. That's common sense. There's no curiosity here right now. We're focusing on facts. Understand there's a time and a place for curiosity. You don't be curious around when you feed your child. You research it and then you follow the rules. You follow the rules and then you watch the child and then you get movable in the feeding times. You don't tell the kid that you're putting him on a sleep schedule to make him miserable so that you can sleep through the night when they're first born. Your job when that baby comes out is for you to wait on them hand and foot. Mothers don't understand that. And then you also have to do it with happy face. But mothers don't like that. Because they're too busy looking at themselves in the mirror doing hair and makeup. While bragging about what a mom they are. But they're not a very good mom. Their life is complete chaos. Which means the kids' brains are complete chaos. And they will remember it. They won't necessarily remember the thing, but it turns them into the adult of who they become. It even starts in the womb. I've already talked to Key. I was talking to Key before he came out of the womb. I'm talking to Rustin's brother currently. And the mother is already trying to do vindictive things to Rustin and baby number 2 to get back at me And what does that tell you of what kind of person that she is? She doesn't want the best for the child. She wants to be the leader of some weird thing that she's created because she's getting a Ram car deal that is literally the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. How embarrassing for your companies. It's embarrassing to watch. There's no creative to it. There's nothing of value in it. There's nothing of family in it. It's all fake. So while you all sit around and act like she's all friendly and sweet and flirtatious and shit, Rustin sits around and figures out ways to grow as a human being into a stronger version of what these millennial and Gen Zs thought they were going to create. But these kids are human. And they're very strong. And they don't like people like Mona Van. They don't like Melissa Wood. Even Melissa Wood's own children do not like her. You're nothing like me. They don't like Valeria. They play her ass. Because that's what children do. Even Gary knows it. And the way that me and Gary would play the parent is way different than the way that Ken Craddock played her father. Because we're different generations. We're from different parts of the country. We grew up differently. And they've evolved this shit into some weird ass shit of selfishness. And I uncovered it. So you don't go to church on Sunday to go to church on Sunday. You go to church on Sunday to play the role of going to church. You don't post content because you're actually generating something for audience. You generate content because you're insecure, you're a spoiled, rotten brat, and you have nothing to offer in life for anyone around you. So you got to get your rocks off somewhere. So these people have no idea what it means to be in a real existence of a process of life. And that's what I will and have exposed. So we are a failing nation. We still are a failing nation. There is no uplift. It's just more work. But you all are aware of that now. And then there's the people that won't listen and won't change. And then there's the leaders like myself and Donald Trump who are going to strong arm you into waking up by creating law, creating order, getting migrants out of here, which is going to be the first step in assisting America from getting our brains back on track. And then the lights are going to come on and you're going to be like, holy motherfucking shit. Everybody is. Even the people that are being sent back to their home countries. They're going to be like, oh my God, that was the worst experience of my life. Yeah. I'm never going back to America ever again. That's what they're going to say. That's because they're all living in some weird blind spot of a cockroach world of Kim Kardashian's life. That's not your life. You live in a 2-bedroom trailer. And that energy that Kim Kardashian puts out is devil energy. That's the devil. We're watching the devil in our face with Anne Hathaway, with Sophie Grange, or whatever the hell her name is, with Sabrina Carpenter. That's not talent. Neither is Taylor Swift. That shit ain't talent. That's called a governed by the people by Joe Biden. That's what Trudeau and Macron have been up to. And I'm going to tell you that the French, the good French, are very, very powerful. The good ones. Just moving in a little bit of French energy, because we did do business with the French years ago.